Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of my first vid. If you haven't seen the first part, go over and watch that and then come back. So anyway, let's go watch this thing.
Question, what is Divergent?
Divergent is a book about a girl that is named Beatrice. She turns 16 and she has to choose a faction.
Okay, one. What is this world's called? What's this planet's world called?
Okay, this world is based in Chicago, a dystopian Chicago. And the factions are basically Amity, which is they're the peaceful. They believe in peace. Candor, the honest, they believe in honesty. Dauntless, the brave, they believe in brave acts. Hibernation, the selfless, they believe in giving up everything for another person. Lastly, erudite. They're very smart. They believe in science and all that stuff.
Okay. So, going based on the first thing you told me, why does every 16-year-old have to choose this faction thing?
Because this is where they belong in society. If they don't choose a faction, they become factionless, poor, and starving.
Okay, why can't they get in on Monday? If they're factionless.
Because when a long time ago, they decided that there would be factions to create peace, long-lasting peace. They believed that this peace would last forever. So, to do that, excuse me about that minute. They believe in. They just want to categorize everyone to know where they belong.
Okay, so say that this really happened, and I don't know. How would I choose if I don't really know? If I'm just I don't know.
Oh, okay. They have a system for that. They take this aptitude test. When you turn 16, you go to school and they give you this aptitude test. It's basically like a hallucination, only with large cords and everything. They stick you with a needle and they show you, they make a test out of it. And basically, most people get their home faction, which is where they were born, but others get other factions, and some are divergent. This means that they are more than one faction. That, in Triss's instance, she is Hibernation, Dauntless, and Erudite.
Okay, so what happens if you belong to more than one faction?
You have to hide yourself. They've been killing divergents. So, if you were a divergent, you couldn't just go around saying, hey, I'm divergent. You've got to keep it a secret, or you're going to die.
Okay, but why don't they, accept divergence? I mean, in my case, in my opinion, I think divergence would actually be pretty cool.
Well, divergents are a threat to them because they can't control them. Simulations-wise, which are the hallucinations that create the test, but only stronger, they cannot control them that way. And that basically drives the whole point out, and they want to kill them because they can't control them.
Okay, but do these factions are they this big city and they have a court and a meeting and all that?
Oh, okay. So the city is basically dystopian Chicago. Okay, so basically the factions have their own jobs. Dauntless, of course, are the military, basically. They do all the dangerous jobs. Amity are the farm workers. Erudite are the science people. They research a lot of stuff. Hibernation are the government officials. They decide what's best for the city. And the Candor are their judicial system, which is basically they decide guilty or not guilty.
Okay, so, what do they do with, do they just, if someone has a baby, do they just, leave the baby somewhere until they're 16, or do they, come in and check on the baby?
No, well, they live with their parents until they turn 16, then they have to take the test, then they go home, and then they choose which faction they're going to be in. So basically the test really doesn't matter. It's up to them, but the test is supposed to signify.
Okay. So, why do they want to control these people?
Because, now, I don't want to spoil the other two books, okay?
Okay, just give me something not to spoil with.
Okay, basically, there's a big gate surrounding Chicago, okay? Picture a big old gate with barbed wire and electrical light, and it's locked from the outside. What is Homestuck?
Homestuck! Homestuck is a webcomic created by the wonderful Andrew Hussey. So this is Ken and John Egbert, and he has 4 friends: Dave Stoddard, Rosalind, and Jade Harley. Jade Harley. So basically, they play this game called Suburb, and they're just like, oh, we can play it. And basically, you have to have a team to play. So, when you play it, those 4 players play it, it causes the end of the world. And while their Earth is ending, while the world's ending, they simultaneously create a new universe filled with trolls. And trolls are these gray horned characters, and you learn to love them a lot. It spoils it pretty much, but
yeah. So some of this is going to spoil. We can't help ourselves sometimes. Okay, so what are these trolls? I'm interested about the trolls.
Trolls, okay. Trolls, like I said, the gray horned characters. Now, before the trolls that you're introduced to, before the trolls that Hussey introduces you to, they're actually these ancestor trolls. And, well, this is going to spoil it, but there is, this blood system, Hebo spectrum. And so, and it goes higher class, lower class, and, higher class, the high bloods, middle bloods, and then there's low bloods. Low bloods are red, cherry red, the red like that curtain up there, brown, it's not really going to be a good thing, a lighter or brown, but still brown like this.
And there's the red.
And yellow. Mustard color yellow. Lime green. Green. Blue. Violet. Blue. I'm trying to think. Blue like this. And then there's not a violet. Blue like this. And then there's a dark blue, sort of this Pacific corner. And then you got, that's the lower bloods and the middle bloods. And then you got high bloods, which are a lighter blue than that, like I showed you. Grape purple, purple, royal purple, and pink, almost fuchsia. Basically. And there's sea dwellers and there's land dwellers. I already spoiled it, but continue with the questions.
Sorry, I like the questions that almost spoil everything.
It's okay, I did too, so.
Well, you didn't spoil anything out of the book. Well, anyway, so why are they classed like that?
Basically, like I said, the older trolls, when they discovered that there was different classes of bloods and, well, the ancestors of the trolls that you're introduced to thought, okay, well, if you're a high blood, you're royalty. You can kill any low bloods. And the middle bloods, well, basically, they couldn't do anything with the low bloods. They had to deal with themselves. But in the ancestors, one middle blood takes in a lower blood, the lowest blood, aka cherry red, is jade blood. Takes care of a cherry red blood. So the cherry red blood and the jade blood had to sort of keep low. And why they had to do that is because they would get killed if they found out. And if you're a low blood, basically you had to hide or you had to work for the high bloods. And the planet that they're on, I forgot to mention this, but the planet that they're on is Alternia. So, just to clear that up. And, so, the cherry red blood, Signless, he finds a friend, which is a yellow blood, called Psionic, because he has psionic powers. And he takes in a girl, which is like a lime blood, a Leo. They're all associated with the zodiac sign. So that's why when you find out your zodiac sign, and if you're in Homestuck, you find out you're also patron troll. He takes in this girl. Her name's the Disciple, and she's a Leo. And the Cancer, aka Signless, and the Leo fall in love. So that's all I could really say about the Hemo Spectrum. So if you have any more questions, just ask them. I'll try as best as I can.
I think that clears it up for me, actually.
You sure?
I just have to, watch, But I need to ask this. Why do the higher bloods kill the other ones?
Wait.
Can't they just get along?
No. This was basically the cherry red blood, the Silas. It's like a troll Jesus. But, we don't call them that because of religious reasons. But we call them, troll. We just call him the best troll, basically.
Guys, so we're gonna talk about Frozen.
I have no skull or bones.
Thank you, Olaf.
You're welcome. Pop that right there.
Okay, so me and my friends are gonna ask some questions. And if my sister pops up anytime soon, she can ask some too. Okay, my first thing is, why does Elsa call it a curse if she's born with it? Born with the powers?
Because, well, she doesn't really want it. She was very insecure about herself when she found out that she hurt her sister Anna. She was very insecure. She didn't want anything to happen. She didn't want to hurt anybody. So that's why she called it a curse. If you remember, in the first little part when they go to the trolls, he calls it, there's beauty in it, but there's also more so great danger. Your greatest enemy will be fear, and that basically, you can tell why. Okay, I got a question for you. So, why can't Anna see her sister anymore?
Because she got hurt, as you said, in the first part, she did get hurt by Anna, and her parents ordered that Anna be separated from Elsa because she could get hurt again. She had to hide her powers from everyone. She had to be secluded, she couldn't control them, she was insecure, basically. So, yeah. She was insecure, she kind of... Oh. And, my question for you is... my question for you is, when Anna goes, when Kristoff was, little, why did the troll immediately just says, I'm gonna keep you? That's stalkerage!
Because Disney just didn't have any more stalkers, so they thought, hey, let's throw out a troll stalker.
Thank you. Like it. Please. And if you, liked it and you've liked it already, comment, tell me what you want me to do next, and even if you don't like it, tell me what you want me to do next. I am open to any suggestion. I will try to do it, but I might fail epically. That's probably a possibility. More like 100%. But anyway, Thank you, and hope to see you in the next one.